skipping the song just so I can do the intro faster. What's up, chat? I'm ranking my OCs. Just like the title said. This will be very short and quick because I have to sleep right after this so that I wake up at the right time. Okay, I'll just get into it. That's weird. This microphone wasn't working. Fucking anyway, you didn't hear anything I said. This is Tide. This is Tide Coral Rider. Spelled the right way. The Coral, his middle name. Which was added before Coral existed, I think. I think it was. First OC I made him for a Minecraft server, which I never got to use. And then I used them in a D&D campaign that I had like 3 sessions of, and never got used again. So I'm planning on redesigning half of these. So these are all like, most of these are old designs apart from these 3: Coral, Ellison, and Llewell. But all these guys I plan on redesigning because they're so old. But you know, I'll put him at a solid B tier. Being my first ever OC, I think I did a pretty good job. He's kind of chopped though. He's like, he really was just a basic white guy. He was based off a lemon shark though, so that's why I kind of like him. Actually, you know what, he got A. This might be really bad because I'm kind of biased. I did make them. Anyway, my second, this is Gooby, or full government name, Michael Lee. I created his concept of an OC, the concept of his being, after I finished watching Generation Loss, which is Ranboo's horror project that they made. Pretty freaking epic if you ask me. I made a whole OC out of it. Gooby was originally a way different character, but then, you know, after a little while he changed. And I plan on completely changing him and or killing him. He does end up dying, you know, like most people do in Gen Loss. But I think C tier, because he's not very well thought out or designed. He's just kind of what if he was this guy but a little bit different? Which I'm not a big fan of. So solid C tier. Still pretty good, and I still got some good art out of him, okay? Next, Max Blackbriar. I don't remember why I made him. But remember, I was going to use him in a one-shot campaign, but that one-shot campaign never got to be real. So he's kind of hanging out. He's got a boyfriend. He's also transgender. He's gender fluid. I don't know. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about him. He's a huge weed smoker. You can tell by his super red eyes. I think a B tier because he's a bit more thought out. Well, Gooby is pretty thought out. There's a lot of lore that I planned, and he was also used in the D&D campaign. Or D&D like a mini campaign. They were both used in mini campaigns because the mini campaign with him though was Generation Loss inspired. It's pretty epic. BMX. I plan to make him a part of a band, and I'm still need to figure out his band I mean, I know his band members, but I don't have it all figured out yet. But I like the baseline lore pretty well. So, this is Ben. Don't remember why I made him. Actually, I do remember I made him with a friend, and a friend made another OC, and they were both friends. But I don't talk to that person anymore. So he's kind of just nothing burger at the moment, D tier. Unfortunately, being my first disabled OC, that I don't remember why I did that. I also didn't research anything. I gave him a cane and called it a day. I've learned from my mistakes. When I redesign him, I will probably do more research, as you should when you're making an OC that is different from you. Vastly different. Yeah, but he's really bad. This is Zoro's. My first Jawee inspired OC. Basically, I never figured anything out past he sold his soul to Niklaus, and therefore became a tiefling, which is pretty stupid because that's just not how D&D works. But I still like his concept, so I might just remove the Riptide part of it. And because I really like his design. B tier. He's pretty cool. Next we have Eco. My Shayla. My Shayla. I love them dearly. I have 3, you can tell I really like Just Roll With It because I have 3 OCs that are based entirely in the world of mana in their campaign Riptide. Eco originally was planned to basically be very similar to Enza, and they also live on Zero, but their gimmick is that they make prosthetics and like disability aids for the people of the island of Zero. Mostly because they were doing an experiment, which I still haven't figured out what it was, and basically blew half of themselves up. They're missing an arm, they can't see, chronic pain. I love them though. My Shella. Honestly, I don't think I'll redesign Eco apart from maybe just how I draw certain aspects of them, because I really like their design, I really like their story. They are pretty freaking cool. Next, my pride and joy. My pride and joy. The love of my life, my son, my baby, Coral Tystrata. We don't even need to talk about him. You already know. We don't need to talk about him. I have such a terrible hyperfixation on him. He doesn't even need an explanation. He kind of does though. My third Riptide OC. And I'm sure my last. He is Eden's adopted son. And if you know the Riptide lore, yeah. Anyway, he's pretty cool. I've changed his design a little bit. I've kind of just changed the style I drew him in. And his hair. No, I've actually changed a lot about him because he used to be very, very desaturated. And very pale. He's now a true blue now. And he's so stinking cute. Look at him. Next. That fucking bird that I hate. That fucking... Fortunately, Ellison can go nowhere else but S tier, because he might be the OC that I've spent the most amount of time on next to Coral. Because holy fuck, man, please help me. Please help me, I'm freaking out. I'm actually like freaking the fuck. He makes me feel feelings I never thought I'd feel before. One of them being migraines. Two of them being unbelievable amounts of rage. I love him though. I love Spider-Man. And then we have my bitch fucking daughter Luelle. Fuck! I've played one single solo session with them. And they've just pissed me off. Whore, drug addict, thief, tiefling. Can it get any worse? A tier. This looks a bit... I don't think this is right, actually. Because, like, he doesn't have anything either, so maybe he should go next to Gooby. Max does not have, like, he has, like, bumfuck no lore. Gooby actually has more lore. This isn't based on lore. But Gooby has more lore than him, but I actually think I dislike Gooby more than I dislike Max. Because Max is like... I think... Max was the first OC where I actually made up my own lore with no base of, like, any pre-built world. I think. Because, like, Ben doesn't have any lore. Zoros, Eco, and Carl were all Riptide. He was for a Minecraft server. So he had a base, he had a world base. And, you know, Gooby was also a world base. He also had a pre-built world that I based him off. But Max might have been the first that, you know, he actually had his own original lore, which is crazy. Never done that before, and I probably won't ever do it again. Because, you know, the rest of my OCs, I think apart from Luelle, all have pre-built worlds that their lore is based on. Like, Ellison's got the Marvel Universes, Carl's got Riptide, you know, Tide had a Minecraft server, and then a D&D campaign, and now he's just kind of nothing burger anymore. Maybe I'll make an original story for him. I don't know. But I'm pretty bad at coming up with my own stuff, so most of my OCs, or Sonas, quote unquote, are usually made from pre-built worlds. Just because it's easier, and I like making OCs for the stuff I'm interested in. But they're all fucking chuds, and I hate them. Anyway, I think... Actually, he doesn't have a lot of characterization at the moment. So maybe B tier, because I've only played them once. And a lot of that, I don't have any of their lore. Like, I have really basic lore written out with the DM. But until we start doing actual sessions with the rest of the party, Luelle is also kind of nothing burger. Of course, 2 OCs that I put. Okay, I need to be critical about my own work. Coral isn't really his own person yet. So his entire personality has basically been built around Eden and Gillian. Mostly because he's 8 and he has social attachment issues. But I haven't actually made him his own person yet. Which, you know, most kids at his age are, or around his age are. They're kind of like their own little human being, or in this case, Triton. But he isn't. So he's a bit... kind of got nothing, you know? Like, he has personality, but he isn't his own person. Like, he's very obviously based off the other characters in Riptide. And he's just me. Ellison is straight up my Spider Sona. Turned OC. He was originally made after I watched the second Spider-Verse movie. like I guess the concept of a spider sonar, and I have the original drawings and like the original Gotcha Life stuff that I made, because I used to make all my concept characters in Gotcha Life, and then Picru, and then it would go to the drawing board, literally. But Ellison is basically just me, so a lot of his story is original. It's just the world and the characters that aren't. Because there's a lot, like, it's very obvious that in his lore, that my love for the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, and I guess the Marvel movies in general, have been a huge impact for me and his lore. Because just after I had finished watching all the Marvel movies in order, not all of them, but most of them, is when my hyperfixation on this bitch came to be. Which isn't... For some reason, a lot of my interests have had great timing, because I got a very short... I guess I just got a very... I gained a very big interest for Daredevil after I finished the TV show. And genuinely was freaking out trying to get through the other shows. Because they were like both too... Like, oof. I had to get through 4 shows before I could see him again. And I was freaking out. But you can tell that a lot of his influence has been implemented into Ellison. Which, you know, it's fine, but it's very obvious. I guess a lot of the stuff that I'm into is very obvious in a lot of my OCs. I mean, I have 3 Riptide ones. Guys, do you think I like D&D? Do you think I like D&D, guys? He plays D&D. He's from D&D. He's been in D&D. He's from D&D. They're from D&D. He's from D&D. He's for D&D. He was gonna be in D&D. He was in D&D. No, this guy wasn't. This guy. Just like throw him out. Kill Ben. Kill him. Kill him. Oh! Oh my god, I just got a jump scare from an Xbox notification. Why do I keep getting those? That was horrifying. Holy fuck. I can never be in peace in this whenever I stream, I can never be in peace. Anyway, that's my tier list. My OCs are all chuds. I hate them. They're all fucking losers, bro. You suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you especially suck. I think if this was a tier list for which one's a loser or not, yeah, Ellison would still be S tier. Ellison's only S tier because he has the most world building done so far. I think. Because I still haven't finished rewatching Riptide to gather all the notes that I need for his lore. So technically, he has a lot more stuff done than I have done for Coral. This is the hyperfixation of Doom and Despair. Last year, it was all fun and whimsy, being like, "Ha, I love Spider-Man." Now it's I want to kill Spider-Man and he's in my veins and I need to rip him out of my skin. If I could... Presentation mode. Oh no, did I just fucking lose my tier list? Oh my god, I just lost the fucking tier list! Hang on. I'm a fucking idiot. Holy shit, I'm a fucking idiot. Dumbest person alive. Holy shit. Okay, where the fuck is everyone? you were there. You were there. As I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. Whatever. That's my tier list. So I guess I guess we're killing Ben. I guess he's getting kicked out of the team. Sorry, buddy. Where's my tomato thing? Actually, let me download this first. Yes, download image. I'm gonna throw tomatoes at him. That's what he gets. And eggs. That's what he gets. But I'm gonna reset the zoom. Actually, they all get tomatoes because they're all chuds. This is how I feel about all my OCs. Wait, what if I do the... I'm gonna throw tomatoes at the person who I hate most. I turn the sound on, hang on. You can't even hear that, whatever. And then... Okay, wait. Fucking love this extension. Oh, what is that? Oh, don't take me into that. Okay, anyway, that was my tier list. Hope you enjoyed. That's so wrong. Hope you enjoyed. That's literally it. That's the entire stream. That's it. Well, I hope this was fun. I just wanted to get a stream out because I felt like it. Fuck, see you tomorrow, I guess. Okay, bye.